guys, so I'm here again with hopefully a quick video. As you can see, I had to get my hair cut yet again because as I mentioned before, my hair just grows like weeds. So it was, here, and then it just grew down to here, and it was more of a bobbed kind of cut, and of course when that grows out, it just grows out really funny. So anyways, right, so I was contacted by the PR department of Guthrie Ranker, which I'm sure you all know. I've ordered from them for, multiple times throughout the years, and obviously very, very reputable. And they asked if I wanted to review some of the products that they were representing, and I believe it was 3 of them, and one of them was Proactive, and I don't have acneic skin, so that didn't apply to me. And they mentioned 2 others, and quite honestly, I thought I was just going to pick the When. And I wasn't really that interested in the Meaningful Beauty aspect of it, but when they actually attached the sheets to sort of show the ingredients and what the products were, I was really very interested. They had a lot of really, really good ingredients and peptides, and it was sort of an anti-aging line. And anyways, I'll get to that one. So let's start with When first. I really had heard a bit of buzz about it. I wasn't quite sure what it was actually, but I remembered the name. And so I decided to try that out, and it's sort of a different philosophy where it was a shampoo and conditioner sort of in one, and the whole idea of it, I'll read you this little part here that said, it's formulated with natural ingredients that have an astringent and antibacterial properties without sodium lauryl sulfate and other potentially harsh chemicals. So really, it doesn't have that foaming action that a lot of shampoos, well, most shampoos have with the suds and the foaming, and it was an all natural sort of line, so I was kind of really intrigued by that. I have to say, honestly, all of them are scented with sweet almond and mint. Okay, almond, I love, is one of my favorite nuts of all time, but I don't like the smell, and I don't like marzipan or any of that sort of stuff. I just like natural whole nuts. So I'm not really a big fan of the almond scent. I really don't gravitate towards mint as well. Any lip gloss that has mint, I just don't really like. But I thought I would try it out because, as I had mentioned in my fragrances videos and things, as I've gotten older, my tastes have really changed. I purchase fragrances now that a decade ago, there would be no way that I would even want to test it. It would just be too heavy and too strong. So I thought, perhaps my tastes have changed, so I should try it out. Okay, no. They're really not my favorite scents. I'm sure for people who love mint or almond, you're gonna love it. For me personally, they're just not my cup of tea. I will say that the quality of the products is really, really good. I'll show it to you. There's 4 in a set. What I loved about this set, this box that it came in, was that it actually has, all the directions on the box itself, because there's, it's not a special way to use the product, but it's not like your conventional shampoos with the sulfates that really foams and suds. So there's 4 products. I'll start with the first one, and this is the cleansing conditioner. This is sort of like your shampoo and conditioner in one, and you sort of wet your hair, and you put it into your scalp and you massage it sort of vigorously, and you can comb it through. They actually give you a comb. Of course, I forgot it, but there is a comb that comes with it. And you just can add some water if it's too sort of, not dry formulation, because it's not that it's dry. It's just you can add it, and it's not like it will foam, but there will be a little bit of sort of bubbles, and you leave it on. So it really has a chance to clean your scalp, and you sort of massage it in there. And you can use it, it also says here you can use it as a leave-in conditioner. So it says, comb through your hair, leave on for at least 3 to 5 minutes, and then rinse. Rinse it, rinse it, rinse it. So I tried it a few times, and I have to say honestly, I don't think that this is a product for my type of hair, because my hair is so coarse and so heavy, and I've got, you know, kind of an oily scalp and sort of dry ends, and for me, I can't ever use conditioner past about from here down is where I used it. I can't really use it anywhere from here up, and certainly not in my scalp area at all, because it will just weigh down my hair. It'll be very, very limp. There won't be any body to it, and it just will get oilier and greasier faster. So that's sort of exactly what happened, because it's sort of a conditioning and shampooing in one, and I stay away from those kinds of things. I just need a straight shampoo, again, because I can't have conditioners in my scalp. It did leave my hair looking quite limp. I think it really is for people who have frizzy, unmanageable hair, really, really on the dry side. You know, and I noticed that the sort of pictures that they would show, whoops, oh my gosh, as you can see here, like curly hair, you know, frizzy type of hair. I've got bone straight hair. So I don't know if that really applies to me. I did find my hair kind of limp, and it was very, you know, didn't have the body that it would normally have. But it felt very soft and silky. So I really love that. I mean, it just feels fantastic. But again, not necessarily for me. The Sweet Almond Mint, this is more of a styling cream, and again, the fragrance I found to be quite strong in this one. I didn't particularly like it. I found the less that I used, the better it was for my particular hair. It says to sort of use a quarter size. I use like maybe half of a dime, like the tiniest little bit, and then I would run it through, and it would make my hair really soft, really shiny, all the things that you sort of want. But if I was to use the quarter amount that I'd used the first time, no, it really, again, was too heavy for my hair. This is a little texture balm, and this I really love because I would only really use it for when I have my hair all slicked back into a ponytail. You have the little flyaways. I have tons of little baby hairs there, so I would sort of use that and then just use it to get rid of the little flyaways. So that actually is really good, and I'll be using that quite a bit. And then the last is an intensive hair treatment. Now these are one of these things where you shampoo, you sort of towel dry it, and you leave it in for half an hour or so. I do not use these types of products, and why? Because once I'm in the shower, I don't have to go back in the shower, because once I get out, my hair is so dry and so dehydrated that I need to slather on moisturizer. But then if I have to go right back in like 10 to half an hour, I'm going to be wasting all of that moisturizer that I just put on my face. So I don't tend to like these sort of leave-in treatments. And again, my hair is bone straight. It's relatively healthy because I don't use a lot of products. Sometimes I do, obviously, when I need a little bit more oomph, but most of the times I don't. So, but what I decided to do was just use it as a straight conditioner in the shower and rinse it off, you know, by the duration of, you know, however long it takes me to wash my body and foam that stuff up and everything. And that worked really, really well. So I will be using and finishing this one off because I just find a different way of using it. So that's the Wen. Again, not for my hair type, but for people who are prone to frizzies and dry hair and maybe, you know, really unruly curly hair. I actually think it would probably work for you because it's all natural, and my hair did feel very silky and very smooth afterwards. It just was a bit too heavy and it kind of weighed it down. So, right, that's the first one. Second one is, let me get myself all non-discombobulated. Okay, whoops, uh-oh. I forgot some stuff. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Actually, it's kind of a perfect segue because I'll do that little zhoo and go into this part. So, Meaningful Beauty. I'd actually never really heard of it, but it is associated and attached to Cindy Crawford. Now, for me personally, I don't tend to gravitate towards celebrity endorsed lines. Not that there's anything wrong with it at all, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, back in the 90s, I think it was the 90s or something, late at night when I would come home from, you know, like, woo, causing trouble, hi little babies. Sorry if you hear any noises, little babies over there. They used to have, it's called The Principal Secret, and it was by Victoria Principal. And I never did order it, but I would watch that anytime it was on, just late at night while I was sort of like calming down. And I don't know, it was just really, really, I was so fascinated by it. And she, I don't know how old she was, in her 50s, maybe even pushing 60s, and if she wasn't, I really don't mean to insult Victoria Principal, but she would take off all her makeup and her skin looked just freaking fantastic. And she used this line, and I was always like, oh, and that's sort of really the only one. I don't gravitate towards all these, you know, released perfume launches and stuff. So again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I was sort of only interested in the when, but when I read that, you know, it was filled with antioxidants and peptides and had all these anti-aging properties. Now, I don't go into a lot of anti-aging lines. I'm just more concerned with healthy looking skin. And the only anti-aging I do is vitamin C, my much loved SkinCeuticals. And now just starting on Retin-A, as you guys know, for the last couple of months, and I'll have to do an update a few months from now. And that's really it. I don't gravitate towards a lot of those sort of anti-aging products, although there are certain ones here and there that I'll try out, but that's not my focus. So this was kind of an interesting thing where I thought, oh, okay, you know, the whole line is sort of an anti-aging. And I'll just show you here. So that's Cindy Crawford in her, what? Age 28, and that's her age 43. Like, damn, she is looking good. And, you know, let's be honest, most of it is genes and diet. There's only so much that skincare will do. I really stress that if you want to have the best looking skin, it's exercise and diet, because your skin is the largest organ. So it actually is an organ. So you really do need to, it really does reflect what you do in your life, your type of lifestyle. So, so anyways, when I got it, I was like, oh, you know, okay. I read through it, and then I didn't know this, but it's actually, because I thought maybe she had something to do with it, but no, it's actually, the doctor is Jean-Louis Thibault. I don't know how you pronounce it. He's the one that actually came up with this line. So it's not really Cindy Crawford in terms of her creating this line. She's sort of sharing her secrets that she's been using through his line. And I have heard of him. So I was like doubly excited. I was like, oh, wow, I had no idea that that's what Meaningful Beauty was. And in fact, 3 days ago, when I was looking at one of my blogs that I usually look at, they actually had one of his serums that sells at Barney's for $240. So I was like, holy crap-a-doodles. So, okay. So the first time I get it, I try the entire line out, and honestly, I was really, really excited. I was like, holy crap. The line itself, I can tell by the quality that it's a very, very good line, and I was really, really excited. Like, it's one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to make a video and sort of share this, because I really hadn't heard a lot about it. Now, consequently, as time went by, there's some products that I can't use, because it's just, it's too, I don't know what it is, but it, you know, you guys know that I have crazy, crazy sensitive skin, and that really only started in the last 10, 15 years. Beforehand, very, very resilient in my 20s, even part of my 30s, but really started to notice a huge change in my skin. So there were some products that I still tried to use just because I really, really wanted to, I was excited about the whole system, and I really wanted to use the whole system, but I had to stop after about a week to 10 days because I thought, you know what, no, now it's causing some inflammation, and that's not really good for my skin. So I kind of, you know, had to make peace with it. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piece set, and I believe, I don't know for sure, but I believe it's $34 to try this kit, which I think is a really, really, really great price. I know with Guthrie Ranker products beforehand that I had used, you can sort of do a, where they replenish you every couple of months. You can actually change it. I've done certain lines where it's like once every 6 months rather than once every 2 months, that they will just automatically send you something. So I'm going to have to look into it in terms of this particular line. But I think the kit itself is only about $35 to try this line. So I was like, wow, that's a really, really, really good price. Again, don't quote me. I don't know if it's just an introductory price or what the heck's going on, but Guthy Ranker really does have some pretty good pricing. Okay, so the Skin Softening Cleanser. This is to be applied on dry skin and sort of, you know, slough it around. And it did take off all of my makeup, surprisingly enough, because I'm so used to foams. But yet again, I felt a tingle. Now, at first I thought I'm supposed to feel the tingle, but it just started to get more and more. Like when I first put it on, I didn't feel the tingle. As soon as I started to move it around, it started to get really kind of burny and tingly, and I was like, uh-oh. And again, I only tried it for about 10 days and I had to stop because I just didn't want to do that to my skin. So there's the cleanser. There was no toner in this pack. Where's the other ones here? They gave me and they will be giving you, so this comes with a deep cleansing clay mask, a glowing serum, a day cream, a night cream, an eye cream, wrinkle smoothing capsules. I think this is more sort of like a primer, and this firming chest and neck cream. Okay, so I'll go through really, really quite quickly, actually. The Day Cream Antioxidant SPF 20. Again, I really, really have to hand it to Dr. Seabaugh because the quality of the products, you can tell. You really can. And I really, really thought that everything felt great. It went on beautifully. I really, really enjoyed actually using the line, but this was not enough moisture for me because I'm so used to oils. And I like very, very thick, heavy creams like, you know, La Mer, although, you know, La Mer is definitely not my favorite. But Dr. Hauschka's Rose Day Cream, if you know that texture, it's very heavy, very thick. This was a bit too light for me. There is the glowing serum. Very, very nice. And I believe that he's using melon as the antioxidant. You know, usually there's blueberries, vitamin C. There's many different antioxidants. I believe he's harnessing melons. Whoops. The deep cleansing clay mask, really, really nice. I'm not a mask person, so I've only used it a few times. I just don't incorporate that because I'm not used to it. I don't usually like to do a lot of masks. So there's that. Very nice. The capsules, the wrinkle smoothing capsules, they're all sort of individually packed. I really do think that this is more of a primer. It says use it under your makeup, and then it has benefits as you keep using it. This really is a silicone-based primer, and you know that I don't like that at all. So for me, not much of a go there, just because I don't like that texture. The lifting eye cream, unfortunately, again, I could only use this for about 10 days because it really burned under my eyes, especially in that cheek area. Now, I spoke about something beforehand that also did that. Which one was it? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it was a SkinCeuticals one, and I love SkinCeuticals, but that also, and I thought to myself, perhaps I'm so used to my Shiseido eye creams that my skin really can't adjust to anything else, but no, I actually tried a sample of a Gatineau, or I can't remember, a different eye sample just for me to see, and that one was fine. So I really am hypersensitive under the eyes, and both the SkinCeuticals and this, I found, I just had a real burning sensation. Again, that's just me. I've got freaky skin. For anyone who has my type of skin, you may freak out. For the majority of you, probably not. Where am I at? Oh, the Anti-Aging Night Cream. Beautiful cream. I mean, really, really, really nice cream. And a little goes a long way. The texture is not really thick, but my gosh, it almost is like a veil on my face. Like once I would put it on and rub it in, I really felt like it sealed in something. I don't know if that sounds good or not. but it did. It really hydrated and just sort of had, not a film, but I could really feel it sort of sealing in juices or something. I don't know. And then lastly, this firming chest and neck cream. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I started to notice a few months ago that my neck right here started to get really kind of crepey. I really didn't notice it before. And somebody asked me, do I use something specifically for my neck? And I never have. I just take whatever's, you know, left on my hands and I bring it down to my neck. But I started to notice this crepiness, and when I spoke, it would sort of pull and make it even crepier and drier. And you know, you can do a lot of things, I'm sure, you know, by the time I get well into my 50s, 60s, whatever, I'm sure the technology will be, you know, like Logan's Run or something. They'll do some crazy ass laser and you'll be like 20 years younger or whatever. I'm really, you know, never say never, but I'm not really a plastic surgery type of person, just because I'm highly sensitive. I'm prone to infection. Even when I get a cut, it always gets infected. So I just think that I would be, you know, thumbing my nose at nature, and then she'd get back at me and give me like some hideously deformed face. So, you know, but there are things that people do. But the neck is one area that's really hard to fix. I mean, that really shows your age. I don't know if you saw, I saw Susan Lucci or something on telly on Larry King or something for about 10 minutes. She looks phenomenal. I mean, just beyond phenomenal. She looks like she hasn't aged for a good 30 years or so. But you can see it in the neck, as with most women. The face looks pristine, but the neck, problem areas. So this, oh my gosh, I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm almost done. I mean, it's like down to about this much. I'm using this religiously. So this is something for me. The question that I always get asked, and I never really bother to answer because I don't even think about it, but in the comments, it's like, okay, the big $1 million question is, would you repurchase? So I think I'm going to start trying to answer that when I do these sort of reviews where companies have sent me the stuff to try out. And with this, yes, believe it or not, the one line that I thought I didn't have any interest in, I would actually repurchase these two products. Perhaps this. I don't know yet. It's so small that it's really hard for me to tell whether or not this really does make a difference. I have to use serums for a bit, apart from, you know, obviously CE Ferulic. I noticed it within the first minute that I put it on. But, so I'm not, that one's still a tough call, but these two, definitely. Because I need something for my neck now. And I don't really know that many things out there for the neck. And I tried this one and loved it, and I really think that he has a phenomenal reputation. He's actually based, I believe, in London and Paris. And he's a cosmetic surgeon. And, you know, if you looked him up, you know, great credentials. So that I would use, and this night cream, believe it or not, I really, really love this night cream. Now, I'm used to balms and oils. I use the Declear Balm, very, very heavy, or argan oil. So, and because I've been doing that for so long, when I switched to a cream, I kind of liked switching off now and then. Just so to have, I don't know, it just reinvigorates my skin or something to do an oil for 2 or 3 days, then do one night of a night cream, then an oil again, and then a night cream for a few days. I really kind of loved having this integrated into the system that I already have. So the answer is yes, I would definitely purchase these two things. I think they have a system, I'm assuming, because again, I've ordered from Guthy-Renker throughout the years. But yes, it's something called by design. So you can sort of design your own program of the certain products that you want, and then the duration of time of when they replenish you. So I will be definitely doing these two. I don't know if there's a minimum, and if there is, then obviously I'll incorporate the serum. Again, Masque is great. I just don't like to use Masque, and I think this would last me for months, seriously, if not long. I mean, probably for the rest of the year, really, because I don't tend to do it. Can't speak about this. Had a bit of a reaction. Had a bit of a reaction to the cleanser as well, unfortunately. Not into silicone-based primers and capsule-y things. And day cream, very nice, just really not enough moisture for my skin. I really need a lot, because again, I use oils day and night, or my Dr. Hauschka Rose. So there's that. Okay, so As you guys know, that anytime a company contacts me, I always ask them, what can you do to provide something, whether it's a promo code, whether it's a giveaway for all of you that watch you know, these videos, because I really think that, you know, I've always said this beforehand, you know, companies like this, they really access into YouTube because they can get free advertising. I mean, virtually free. They just send you the products. And every company has millions of dollars, or well, not millions, sorry, hundreds of thousands of dollars for advertising. So they're really saving a lot of money by tapping into YouTube. And so for me, I just feel like, you know, I think you should provide something for you guys. So, Guthrie Ranker, of course, you know, again, reputable, fantastic company, has a giveaway of both of them. And obviously the stuff that I showed you, these are unopened. The one that I showed you was mine, so, you know, they're still sealed. So, because there's two of them, sorry guys, this is what I've decided. I think that the person whose name is drawn the first winner will have a choice between what they want to have, either the WEN system or the Meaningful Beauty system. So, you know, and that's because sometimes, you know, maybe you'll have a 25-year-old who really isn't interested in anti-aging, or vice versa, or whatever. So I'm going to give the first person the choice, and then the second name gets whatever the first person didn't want. So I think that's probably the easiest and simplest way to go. The rules again are always the same. You can only, oh, sorry, you must be a subscriber, obviously. You can only enter once, just to keep it fair for those of you hard at work that don't have time to sit on their computers and enter 5 bazillion times. So, one entry only. If there is a double entry, you're automatically disqualified. And I will know, because I do see it quite clearly. So, obviously, if you're under 18, then parents' permission. What else? Oh, and I always forget to say this. When you leave comments on these giveaway videos, I will not be able to respond because it just skews the drawing of the winner. So I will not be able to respond to any of the comments, although I do read them all. And so if you have any questions, perhaps save it for another video, or just, you know, personal message me or something. But my schedule, I'm going to say, has been quite hectic. So hopefully I've answered enough of the questions. And what I'm going to actually do now is have it go through my Gmail account that's on the front of my channel page, just so that it doesn't get lost in all of the messages that I get, and it's really hard to weed through them. So what I'm going to try and maybe do is contact the winner and have them go through my Gmail for all of their information and address and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I think that's it. Is there something I've forgotten? Oh my gosh, I'm so tired right now. Okay, I think that's about it. And if there is anything I've forgotten, I'll put an annotation somewhere in there. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and good luck to all you guys. Oh, I won't have the giveaway run too long. You know, within a week, I will draw a winner. I just don't want it to go on forever and ever. So I think about a week is fair for people to finally see this video. So by next week, this time, a winner will be announced. And again, thanks so much, guys, and I will see you soon.